Hello and welcome to Ronan and Tree Talks. I'm Tree.
And I'm Ronan.
And welcome to episode 8, I believe it's now.
Episode 8 already, jeez.
Time's gone really quickly, hasn't
Time
it?
flies when you're having fun.
It sure does. Ronan, do you want to give the shout outs?
Oh, yes. So, shout out to Jack Logan, who gave us a mention on his story, and Harry Williams, who won the
Code word
thing. So, thank you to you guys for doing that. And there's a new system that we're doing this year.
There is a new system
Tree
this
will
year.
be... this episode that Tree will explain later on when we say the actual code.
Yep, sure will.
Be ready for that.
Okay, we're going to start off today with a couple of predictions. And finals time is ramping up in a lot of codes.
Mm-hmm, it is.
So,
codes or sports?
Sports.
Yeah, let's just
Or
go.
there's different football codes, I guess.
Is there?
Yeah.
I got no idea what that means.
Okay.
Let's just say sports, because they're different sports.
Fair enough. So we're going to look at the AFL and NRL Finals Predictions for this year. So, Ronan, do you want to give us your AFL prediction for who's going to win the premiership?
Sure. So you guys all know we're both Lions fans, obviously. So
Sure are.
Lions aren't going to win.
Fair.
The Geelong Cats
you're
will
off
go
it,
all the way. So, it'll be Geelong. I think I've already said that. Do I go NRL now, or we? You go.
Yeah, I'll do my AFL one now, and
Good call.
I am a one-eyed Brisbane supporter, so I'm going Brisbane.
You're an So if you had to put your whole life savings on the line, you would put Brisbane winning the entire thing.
Probably not.
So make your actual prediction.
If I had to, I wouldn't. I'd go Brisbane then. Because
you'd put your whole life savings on the line.
No, I wouldn't do that anyway.
So who would you predict?
In the first,
who would
Brisbane.
you predict?
But I wouldn't put my whole life on it.
You had to.
If I had to,
yeah,
then I'd go Brisbane.
Oh my god. Okay.
The only two games we can't win is Melbourne at the MCG and Geelong at Kardinia Park.
Okay.
Geelong won't play at Kardinia Park.
No. That's
and they'll play their final at MCG, and we'll pull out we'll have one good game and beat Melbourne. So
yep. All right.
there we go.
Fair play. NRL. Who's going to win the championship in the NRL?
I don't follow much NRL, but I know a little bit.
I thought you were going to pretend you knew what you're talking about.
I did say that before we started. Okay, well, so the Penrith Panthers have been on top of the ladder for practically the whole year now, so I'm going to back.
How did you find out that information?
There's something called Google.
What about me? Didn't I tell you they were on the top the whole time?
Oh, I googled the ladder before you started.
Yeah, but I told you
that. Yeah, you told me on the way here. But anyway. Thank you for that, Ronan.
I'm actually going to say I'm going to stay with the Brisbane Broncos. I said
going the Broncos from 6th.
First episode, from 6th. I'm happy with that.
Think they'll break a record? Do you reckon they'll finish top 4 or not?
No, they won't. We're going to mention something about the NRL top 4 soon.
Yes,
but I still think I said it in the first episode. They can still do it. Let's just believe.
So you're off the Lions, but you're on the Broncos still for that prediction.
I am.
Fair enough.
Their team's just better.
Yep. Recently, we have seen a lot of retirements in both the AFL and NRL.
Holy moly.
So they've been just heaps. I think
probably 30.
I know. It has to be like
in the AFL alone.
Yeah, there's been heaps this week.
Yeah, like
both the Josh Kennedys have retired. Devon Smith, Robbie Gray. So many like legends that have retired.
Yep, I don't know any of them, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the AFL Insta.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 of the last 9 posts have all been retirements.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Like, oh my god.
It is.
Yeah. So it's a shame that all those people are retiring, but
I know.
Oh well. Anyway, for all you NRL fans,
how many retired in NRL?
I don't know. Not many. I don't think many retired in the NRL.
Just AFL.
Mostly AFL.
Yeah.
The Titans, the mighty Gold Coast Shitans, see what I did there?
I did.
Have won a game.
Is that their first win?
No, it's like their third, but they haven't won since like the first half of the season. So Gold Coast Titans are no longer in the wooden spoon. It is the Western.
You're not terrible.
They still are terrible.
But they're not as terrible as West.
Yeah, it's the West Tigers now on the bottom. And I found this out a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
In the NRL, No one has ever won in the entire thing, ever won outside the top 4.
Jeez.
Is that similar to AFL?
It is very similar. I think Bulldogs won in 2016 from outside the top 4, and that's like the one outlier.
Yep.
They nearly won it last year. They made the grand final from outside the top 4, but
they didn't.
They didn't.
Who cares? Yeah. Anyway,
we're now going to talk a serious matter with Calamachi, the Brisbane Lions player.
Oh, I heard about this.
No.
Well,
first of all, it started with the hit that Patrick Cripps lay on him in their game against Carlton.
Yep.
In fact, Cripps, we were trying to get on last week, but he wouldn't come on for us, which is a bit sad.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then the next day, when they played against Brisbane, I think it was in the first quarter, he not knocked out, but he concussed Calamachi in a brutal hit.
Yep, that put him out for 2 weeks.
He was meant to be suspended for 2 weeks.
How long did that put Archie out for?
He's still out, so he's not going to play for... He missed a game against Saints on Friday night, and he'll miss a game against the D's next Friday.
So out for at least 2?
Yep, under the concussion protocols. So
bugger.
And then Cripps is free to play. He originally got a 2-match suspension. He then went to the tribunal. It stood. Carlton then went to the tribunal with him.
Yep.
And they got it removed. So...
That's what I don't like about the AFL. In NRL, if you choose to appeal and it's unsuccessful, you get an extra week added on.
Yeah, I think they should do that
That's what AFL should do. I think that's kind of stupid that they can just suddenly change their mind and go, no, actually, do you know what? You can play this week.
And because he elected to bump, hit him high and concuss the player, so he should get a minimum a week. Yeah. Probably 2.
Yep, exactly.
And I don't see how he could have got off.
We'll keep on the topic of sad news with the death of NRL legend, coach and...
player?
Yeah, and player...
Paul Green?
Paul Green, yeah. Sorry, I haven't forgotten his name. But, yeah, it's a bit of a shame.
It is. It's really sad.
Died of suicide.
Suicide, And it was right around his son's 10th birthday too, which is really sad.
Yeah, it's sad. But the main message we're trying to share, if you're like feeling down or not yourself, feel free to call Lifeline on 13 11 14. And yeah,
beautifully said, Ronan. Just back on that Calamachi note, he was given some racial slurs throughout the week.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I cut you off with that one. Sorry.
From a Carlton supporter via Instagram, which is, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's quite disappointing.
Yeah, I thought the AFL was just getting there, and then...
I thought we were getting to somewhere.
There was that Freo... When did that Freo thing happen with those racial slurs?
Oh, it happened earlier in the year. And then another player got it this week, Cozzy Pickett. He got a couple, so...
Yeah, it's bad.
Really disappointing.
It's funny, because not funny, but it's interesting. Funny. This doesn't happen as much in the NRL.
No.
But I must say, I do think the NRL has a lot more of a Indigenous Islander.
You think there's more Indigenous players?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like the whole Penrith team is
Indigenous. Is that fact checked?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Most of them.
I believe you. You're a credible source.
Yeah, but oh well. Also, I have a little bit of an unpopular opinion. Buddy Franklin, it's not official yet. No. But he is going to Brisbane.
You think?
Well, that's what everyone's saying. Yeah. And isn't that what you said last week?
I did, but now I've sort of changed my mind a bit. I reckon if his family's going up there, he'll go to Brisbane.
Yeah.
He wants to win another premiership.
I think that Brisbane signing him is a really bad idea.
You do?
Yep. So, he's an older player.
Yeah.
He hasn't got many years left in him.
I'd agree.
He's still good, but...
Yeah, he's only got a couple of years.
Really, how long do you want to play for? Getting rid of... Dan McStay will leave to Collingwood.
Yeah, I suspect. If Buddy comes, he'll be pushed out of the team. Go to Collingwood.
Why get rid of a younger player?
Yeah,
who has lots of...
The thing is, McStay sort of wants to leave. We're believing.
Oh well.
So it would be temporary...
Let's just say he wants to stay.
Yeah.
I don't get why you would get a player who's going to be there for a maximum of 2 years.
Yeah, something like that.
And get rid of a younger player who has good potential and whatever.
Well, we're getting to the stage now where if we don't win one soon, then we might not.
And that's
So
when they'll
I think
fire
they're going to go hard at Buddy to get him to win the premiership with him.
Yeah,
and then
true.
he'll probably go retire when they do win the flag, if they do. When they do, because I believe they will.
Yep. Fair.
Who's going to say it last?
I'll let you have it this time.
Okay, thank you for that.
Anytime.
Just quickly, the code word for this week is raffle. And this word is because we are doing a new system this week. So it's the second time we've changed, isn't it?
Yeah, we should let's try and stick to this one.
Yeah, we're going to try and stick to this one where once an episode is released, we're going to say you've got 2 days to find the code word and send it to us.
Yep.
And we'll put your name in a hat and we'll draw it and...
We'll just do a random wheel spin.
Yeah, we'll do a random wheel spin, something
We're
like
not that
that.
old-fashioned.
And the winner will get a shout-out on the next episode and we will, if you've got Instagram, DM you on Instagram if you have won.
Yes, we'll do that. So everyone knows I'm a bit of an F1 fan.
The pinnacle of motorsports.
The pinnacle of
F1
motorsport.
fan.
I'm a bit of a guru. So
are?
I am in a bit of a depression at the minute.
Why is that?
As the F1 is on summer break. Oh no, winter break. No, summer break. Summer break.
Where is it? It's overseas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's every
Then it'll
country.
be summer break.
Yeah. So so no F1 for 2 months.
2 months. Poor
Yeah.
Ronan.
Yeah, so my Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays are pretty boring.
Oh, well, you got more time to podcast.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Nah, we've already got enough time.
Howie?
Yep, so shout out. Well, we've got some... During the week, we got a message from Mark Howard.
Cricket commentator legend.
AFL commentator, all-round good bloke.
They should sack Kelly Underwood and do more Howie.
Yes.
Howie hasn't been on it
I know,
this year.
the orange team. Ridiculous Kelly Underwood.
Hate Kelly Underwood.
I signed a petition to
Oh,
fire
yes,
her the other day.
me too. It has like
She's
10,000
ridic-
signatures.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Oh, we got a bit off topic.
Yeah, anyway, so he gave us a bit of advice on how to do the podcast. So, Howie, if you're listening, we would just like to say thank you for your message.
Muchas gracias.
But we aren't in Italy, so we will not say
That's
that.
not Italian, you dumbass.
What is it then?
It's French. Spanish.
Oh,
Gee.
I don't
Anyway.
know my languages, that's why I'm not doing it.
I got a fun fact for you.
Yep.
There were two. So in Antarctica there are scientists.
I do know that, yes.
So 2 scientists in Antarctica had Tinder, and so there were 2 Tinder matches in Antarctica.
Only 2. How many scientists are down there?
A lot, but not many have Tinder. Like, what's the chances?
There's 2 from Antarctica.
Yeah. So
So
the
not
2
a match outside of Antarctica.
the 2
people.
scientists in Antarctica
Yeah.
matched. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is. I've got one now. We're going to do 2 each. We often stereotype people with glasses as being really smart.
Yep, guilty of that. Guilty of that.
I know that.
Oh, what?
I don't know if I know that anyway. But we often think that they don't fail tests and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But if we're thinking about it, they would have had to fail their eye test to get the glasses.
Oh,
So every time you see a person with glasses, you know they've failed a test.
damn. Okay, that's pretty interesting.
Weird to think about.
Okay,
Anyway.
well, what about your brain? So your brain is the only organ that knows it's an organ,
Yeah,
and it's also named itself.
that's true and weird to think about.
That'll keep you up at night.
Yeah, facts. The last one for today is that watching a graduation ceremony is a bit like watching the credits of a movie. You're just seeing people...
It's a glorified credit
just
scene.
saying they're finished and like who was in this movie or such.
Damn.
And graduation is a bit like the credits,
Never
which
thought
is
of
weird
that.
to think about.
Never thought of that. Okay, thank you. That's a good one.
Thank you for that, Ronan.
Okay. I have a deep and utter hatred towards a man who has been all over social media. What colour's your Bugatti, Andrew Tate?
What colour is your Bugatti?
I have one in Forza. It's blue, so
There you
boom.
go.
What are your thoughts on him?
He's the type of person, a bit like Nick Kyrgios, that people love to love or hate to hate.
Yes, I think having someone like that in the world, like someone controversial,
it's good for
is
the world.
good because it gives you something to talk about.
Yeah,
Like,
so like right now,
gives us something
it's
to talk
filling the podcast. But Andrew Tate, I think some of the stuff he says is ridiculous.
oh yeah, especially some of the women's rights things.
Yeah, I know,
that's
and the
very
fact that like he's saying that he's got a Bugatti and like what colour is your Bugatti? That's fair, but they're trying to give advice to him on what colour they would get, because there's no point getting a Bugatti
and having it
if
an
it's a
ugly
bad
ass
colour. Like you
that.
want to get it a good colour
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
So you wouldn't waste your money on that. So I think they're trying to help, and then he's going around, what colour is your Bugatti?
And then he was trying to go. I saw a thing about him talking about fighting Logan Paul.
Yeah.
He just said, I'll go and buy him a $5 million Bugatti. Like, bro, he didn't ask for a Bugatti.
I
He
know,
asked to
he
get.
asked for a
He asked for a
fight.
like, oh my god, we don't
Yeah.
care that you're rich,
I know, he's rubbing his success in people's faces.
brother.
Have it. Anyway, that's a wrap for episode 8 of Ronan and Tree Talks.
8 episodes, holy moly. Alright.
Time flies when you're having fun. I
Yeah.
brought that quote back from the start. that you said.
So thank you all for listening. If you don't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Ronan and Tree Talks. If you've enjoyed the episode and you're listening on Spotify, which will be 2 rated 5 stars if you think it's good enough. And if you're listening on YouTube, we would love a like and appreciate a subscribe.
Like it, subscribe.
Thank
sounded very professional there, Ronan.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Then you did the like and subscribe.
I
kind of
know,
wrecked it.
I have
So
to wreck everything.
I'm pretty disappointed by that. But anyway, yeah. So I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. So thank you for
Famous quote
listening.
that.
Thank you for listening, and goodbye.